Hello everyone, welcome to the next lecture on the differential equation. Today we will discuss about what is the variation of parameter. We will explain this method, why there is a need of this method and why we called this method are there. So as we discussed in our previous class that the second order differential equation is there, homogeneous linear differential equation. The general solution is my here, where yc is called as the complementary solution, yp is called as the particular solution, particular integral, which is found by the three different way. These two methods we already covered in our last videos, and now we will discuss about what is the variation of parameter. As we have seen that there are certain drawbacks of this undetermined coefficient methods are there. For example, if I say if I consider r of x as a log of this tan secant sine of ex, then this method of the undetermined coefficient is unable to take as yp. What should be I take as a yp if r of x is as a log x, tan x and so on. So such kind of the limitations is overcome in this method, that is a variation of the parameters. So like here, if we say secant x, tan x, x, ex, if this is there, then you can solve this with the help of method of undetermined coefficient. This also can be solved with the help of undetermined coefficient, but such kind of problem is not be solved. So we will explain these four examples in this video to explain this method. Myself, Dr. Garg, working in the School of Mathematics, Thapar Institute. You can simply follow this link for finding these various videos on the mathematics subject. So as we know that there is a complementary solution is written by here c1y1 plus c2y2, where y1 and y2 are the linear independent solution of homogeneous part. Now what is the procedure of the variation of the parameters? So you can see that here the c1 and c2 are my constants b. So you remember that whenever you are talking about the complementary functions, here c1 and c2 are the constants. But here in this method, instead of the taken as a constant, we will replace this arbitrary constant c1 and c2 with the respective functions of the x and y. I call as the u and the v, like here. This is I replace constant with respect to the function. Then our target is to identify this u and v. That is our target. Once it is a function of the x and x here, then what is the value of the u and v? How you find that? So our target is to find the value of u and v so that the resulting function will be the particular integral. So I call this yc as a yp when you consider here. And now you can see why it is called as the variation of parameter, because this u and v are vary with respect to the x are there. So that's why hence the name is called as the variation of the parameter. Now how you can solve them? Once we consider this as a here with the two unknown parameter u and v. So once, and we know this is the one condition are there, so we can find we are free to impose the second condition because there are the two unknown parameters. Our target is to find the values of the u and v. So what you can do, that's very simple. You can take u as here, you can substitute this value here. For that you need to calculate y dash and y double dash as here. You can see I can take as a y dash is as a product rule. There is the first function, derivative of second and so on. Now what is the condition imposed on them? So I will consider this part as a 0. You can see here. Why? Because u and v are taken from the constant part c1 and c2. If I consider u as a constant, what will happen? If I consider as a u of x is 4, so definitely this part will be a non-zero, this part will be a 0. So it means my condition is taken as of here. Second condition is, so once you substitute this value here, so y dash will be by this. Now similarly you can find the y double dash, again you can use as a product rule, so you can taken as of this and so on. So you can get here. Substitute these two values in the given differential equation, you will get here. Now you can equate the pairs are there. You can see this the u and so on. What is that? This is nothing but the solutions of the y1. That is a y1 satisfy here. What is a y1? Y1 is the solution of the homogeneous part. So what is the homogeneous part are there? That is here. This is nothing. This is my 0. This is my 0. This is my 0 homogeneous part. This is my homogeneous part. So that part is there. Now you can solve this equation number 1 and 2. You can find the value of the u dash and v dash as here. Once you will get here, you can see what is that denominator part are there. I can easily write as a Wronskian. That is a y1 and y2 are given to you. You can take as here. So what is that? This is nothing but w. This is nothing but w. So I can write here as of this. I can integrate on both sides. So what will happen? This is nothing but my v. This is y1 r w and dx are there. So this is the, once you will find the u and v, you can substitute this value. So you will get the particular integral here. You can also remember this in a very simple manner. You can see this is a y1, then it's a y2. First value start from the negative, positive, and so on. So minus y1, y2, r by w and so on. In general, you can write, this is, in summary, this is for the 2 variable, but if it has a 3 variable, how you can write them? I can replace, Wronskian is written like this way. Now, if you are written on the y1, so then the 0r is replaced on this first side. If you write on the second part, then you have to replace 0r on here. For example, if you have the third order there, then you have to write the y complement parts array. How you can find the yc? You have to write the Wronskian of this y1, y2, y3, determinant, second derivative. Then what is the first part is, you have to replace this as a 0, 0r. You can see 0, 0r, while the others are same. For the second part, I have to replace as a 0, 0r for this. For the third part, I have to replace as here. Now, in order to explain how you can solve them, we will see these 4 examples in this part B. These 4 examples we will see. So let's start with the first one. So since it is a secant of x, so your first target is to compute yc and the yp. How you can compute the yc? As we discussed that, you can consider auxiliary equations. You can see this is a plus minus iota. So therefore here, now this is my y1, this is my y2. Once you get the y1 and y2, you can compute this as a here, or you can also consider this as a determinant of this, but there is no need of them since it is a 2 variable. So first target is to find the value of the w here. So what is the y1 is? This I consider as a y1, this as a consider as a y2. So I can substitute here, you will get the Wronskian as a 1. So you can substitute the value of y1 is nothing but my cos x. What is the y2 is nothing but my sin x. What is the r is my right hand side. This is secant of x. What is the w is my 1 plus of tin and so on you will get here. What is that? This is sine upon cos, that is the integration of the tan x. So all of you know that what is the integration of the tan x? This is nothing but my log of cos x. What is that? This is nothing but my 1. So integration of 1 is my x. Now integration of the tan x is nothing but my minus of minus plus. So this is nothing but my yp. So therefore you can substitute the value here. This is the yc, this is my yp. You will get the general solution here. Similarly, we can quickly move on the second example. You can firstly solve this complementary part and you will get the yc as here. Now this is my y1, this is my y2. You can find the particular integral by using here. You can find the value of the w, that's again Wronskian as a 1. You can substitute here, y1 is nothing but my cos x and so on. You can see this is the sine is my y2, r is nothing but my tan. So if you solve them, this is sine square upon cos, this is sine upon cos. This is nothing but my integration of sine x. What is the integration of the sine x? This is nothing but my cos x. How you can solve them? You can easily solve them by using here as cos. Either you can take as a cos x is y, or else you can simply take an as here. Now what is that? This is nothing but my cos of x dx minus 1 upon cos is nothing but my secant x of dx. So what is the integration of the cos x is nothing but my sine, secant is nothing but here. So this is my yp. You can substitute this yp here. You will get the solution as of this. Or otherwise you can more simplify. This is cos x sin x. This is cos x sin x. It will be the 2 sin x cos x. Or you can also write this as of sine of 2x. So the general solution is my here. You can see one more example are there. Now you can see this is not a constant. The coefficient of the y double dash is not a constant. So we will firstly convert this into the constant coefficients. If you closely look about that, which form is there? X square y double dash. This is the Cauchy-Euler equation. So once this, then it's Cauchy-Euler, you have to use x as e raised to power z. So what is the value of this? This is nothing but my d square y upon dz square minus of here. And what is the value of the xy dash is? This is the first derivative, so you have to take a like here. Substitute these two values in here. This is the y dash. This is the y dash, is a typing error. So this is my y dash. You can substitute the value here. You will get this one. Now this is the constant coefficients. You can find the auxiliary equations as of here. This is plus minus 1 plus minus iota. So this is alpha plus minus iota form. you can find the auxiliary equation as here. Now since it is in the form of the z, now you can find this particular integral of this is the w. So what is the y1? So y1 is my, if you multiply them, it will be my e raised to power z cos of z, and what is the y2 is my e raised to power z sine of z. So you can substitute the value here. You can see this is the e, and here you can solve them, you will get this expression. You can substitute the value here. This is e raised to power z cos of z. What is the y2 is my e raised to power z of sine z. What is the r? Now this is not the r, since you convert this value in terms of the z. So this upon y w is my here. Now instead of the x, here as a z is there, because all the transformation are there. Now you can see this will be cancelled out. This is sine x, sine z. Integration of the sine z is nothing but my cos z is there. Similarly for here. Now after the simplify, you can see cos square plus sine square is 1 here. Now what is the general solution here? Yc plus yp here. But our given equation in the terms of the x, so what is the value of the ez is nothing but my x. What is the z is my, so you can find the value of the z from here. This is nothing but my log of x. You can substitute is the right answer. Look at the third one, is last question is there. Now here is the y triple dash. So what you can do is you can write the auxiliary equation here. You can clearly see that n is equal to 1 is the root of this equation. So I can write like this way. What is the root of this? This is the 2 and 3. So here. So therefore my yc is there. Now this is considered as a y1. This is considered as a y2. This is considered as a y3. So how you can define the yp is, now you can see that here. That is a Wronskian. This is a denominator is Wronskian. The first part is replaced by 0, 0 r. Second part is 0, 0 and so on. So I can take an as a y is e raised to power z, 2x and 3. I can find the derivatives, and you can solve this as a determinant. You can easily solve them. E raised to power x common from here, e raised to power 2x, so e raised to power 6x common from this. So this is 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 9. Now you can easily expand them. You will get here. Similarly, you can solve this value. This is 0, 0, r is my e raised to power x. Y2 is my e raised to power 2x. So you can see that. Similarly, for this part, this blue part is here, this purple part is my here, and green part is there. Once you will get the expressions are there, you can substitute the value here, you will get this one. So you can see this value is half, this is nothing but my x by 2, this value is nothing but my 2 will be cancelled out, minus is outside. So what is that? E raised to power minus of 1x divided by minus 1, it will be e raised to power 3x by 2 outside. E raised to power minus of 2x divided by minus of 2 is the right answer. So after the simplify, you will get this. So what is the right answer is yc plus yp is here. So this is the way you can solve this method of variation of the parameter for finding this particular integral. Remember, these are there, that will be beneficial for you. We will see in our next class some more lectures on the differential equation. Till then, you can simply follow this link for finding the various videos. Best of luck, students. Happy learning.